Some mistakes don't scream when you make them. They stay quiet. They wait. They follow you home. And by the time you understand something is wrong, it's already too late. This happened a few months ago in the United States. And even today, I avoid driving late at night. My name is Ethan, and back then, I was a college student living alone in a small apartment on the edge of the city. Money was tight, so I worked night shifts as a food delivery driver. Night deliveries were usually calm, empty streets, dim streetlights, and a strange, peaceful silence. That night started like any other. I picked up my last order around 1:40 in the morning. The GPS took me through an older part of town, a place I didn't usually drive through. Long intersections, broken sidewalks, streetlights flickering like they were about to die. As I slowed down at a four-way crossing, my headlights fell on something in the middle of the road. At first, I thought it was trash, but the closer I got, the more I realized it wasn't random. There were food containers placed neatly, a paper delivery bag, and right in the center, a framed photograph. Everything looked deliberate, like someone wanted it to be seen. I stopped the car. The street was completely empty. No traffic, no people, not even a dog barking. The air felt heavy, too still. My first thought wasn't fear, it was concern. Cars passed through this road fast. Someone could get hurt. Without thinking too much, I stepped out of the car. The silence felt loud. I picked up the bag. The food was still warm, fresh. The photo showed a middle-aged woman smiling. Nothing strange, nothing scary. Still, something inside me felt tight, like a warning. I ignored it. I moved everything to the sidewalk near a tree, got back in my car, and drove away. 5 minutes later, I reached the delivery address. A small house, porch light on. A teenage boy opened the door. I handed him the food, and as I turned to leave, my eyes caught a framed picture behind him on a shelf. My heart dropped. Face, same smile. The boy smiled casually and said, "That's my mom." My mouth went dry. I didn't say anything. I just nodded, walked back to my car, and sat there breathing hard, telling myself it was a coincidence. That night when I got home, I couldn't sleep. Not because I was scared, but because my body felt wrong, heavy, weak. Every time I closed my eyes, it felt like someone was standing nearby, watching me breathe. When I finally slept, I woke up gasping for air. Over the next few days, my condition got worse. Constant exhaustion, shaking hands, headaches that wouldn't go away. Food tasted like nothing. At night, my apartment felt crowded, like the air itself was occupied. I started hearing faint sounds, footsteps that stopped when I moved, soft dragging noises near the hallway. I blamed stress. One night, around 3 in the morning, I woke up unable to move. My eyes were open, my body wasn't. The room was dim lit by a streetlight outside, and that's when I noticed a shadow near the ceiling, not solid, more like darkness. Gathering it slowly, leaned closer. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. Then the pressure started, something heavy pressing down on my chest, harder and harder, until I thought my ribs would break. A voice whispered near my ear, "Calm, cold, you touched it." When I finally snapped awake, I was soaked in sweat, shaking. That was the night fear became real. After that, the apartment changed. Doors I knew I had closed were open. Objects moved when I wasn't looking. My phone battery drained overnight, even unplugged. My dreams were always the same. Me standing at that intersection alone, being watched. I called a friend and stayed at his place, hoping a change would help. It didn't. At 2:17 in the morning, I was thrown out of bed, not rolled, not startled, thrown. I hit the floor hard, my shoulder bruised instantly. My friend ran in terrified. He said he heard something slam into the wall before I fell. I went back to my apartment the next day. That was my second mistake. That night, I was sitting on the couch when I heard 3 slow knocks on the door. I froze. Then I heard my father's voice calling my name. My father lives in another state. I didn't answer. The knocking grew louder, the voice closer, almost impatient. Then from the bedroom, something crashed. Furniture, drawers, glass breaking. I grabbed a kitchen knife and walked down the hallway. My legs felt heavy, like moving through water. The bedroom door was open, the room destroyed, and near the window stood a shape, tall, thin, not fully human. I couldn't see its face clearly, but I felt its attention on me. Then it spoke. "I came back for what you took." I ran. I don't remember unlocking the door or the stairs. I remember collapsing outside, crawling until I reached a nearby park, and staying there until sunrise. The next morning, I called my family. They came immediately. I left that apartment the same day. Later, someone who dealt with unexplained cases told me that sometimes objects are placed to carry something away. When you interfere, it looks for a replacement. That night, it chose me. The activity stopped after that mostly. But even now, when I drive at night and my headlights pass an empty intersection, I swear I see something waiting. And I never stop anymore. Because some things aren't lost. They're placed. And if you ever see something that doesn't belong on the road, leave it there. And if this story made your heart race, make sure to subscribe, because the next one might be even darker.